We all expect Election Commission software to be foolproof so that it would detect any duplicate or unauthorized entries quickly. But an analysis of the draft rules has revealed inefficiency of the Election Commission software to identify actual duplicate entries and delete them. I am T A Ameerudheen. To tell us more about this, I am joined by the New Indian Express Chief of Bureau, Pon Vasanth. Vasanth, the another point which I wanted to raise in this context is how the Election Commission software dealt with the duplicate entries. The stories in the series you mentioned that outrightly the Election Commission software deleted all the duplicate entries.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
We suspect that may have happened in an overdrive
Huh.
to delete the duplicates.
So in the process, it also deleted eligible voters.
Eligible voters, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So why that thing happened in your opinion?
So to give a little bit of background, again I'm referring back to the Election Commission's manual on electoral rolls, which gives a lot of details and instructions and safeguards to be taken while revising the rolls every year or with any preparation of rolls and all those things. So there, to introduce our viewers to two frequently used terminologies that ECI has. One is called demographically similar entries, DSEs. And the other one is called photo-similar entries. Okay, photo-similar entries is easily understandable, I think, that where the software itself sort of flags if EC actually collects the pictures of the voters as well.
Yeah.
It's not part of the roles that are publicly made available, but in the roles that they have and also given to political parties, most of the times the photos are also included. In that, the system is supposed to identify two pictures that are identical. That means that it's the same person existing in two different places, and the same has to be, at least one entry should be deleted. The other is the demographically similar entries. This means that they may be part of the same booth or same constituency or other constituencies also, but cases where the name, the relative's name, that is husband's name, father's name, mother's name, things like that, and age being approximately similar, gender being the same. If all those 5 or 6 criteria there is a match, then it is possible that it is the same person. There could be minor variations in the spellings and all that, but if all 6 or 7 such parameters are similar, then what the ECI suggests is that you are not supposed to automatically delete it. Only in cases of photo-similar entries or within the same booths, if a BLO and ERO are absolutely sure that it is the same person, then they can suo motu delete the last appearing entry. ECA makes it very clear. You are not supposed to delete them altogether. If there are two persons existing, the same person existing twice within the same role of a booth, and you are absolutely sure about that, particularly when you have matched the photo also, then you can suo motu delete the last entry and retain the original entry.
Okay.
With all other DSCs that the software is supposed to flag, it will be sent to EROs. Then there is an elaborate process involved to verify if they are actually duplicates. The BLOs are supposed to do field verification. Then a decision has to be made if a person is present in roles of two different constituencies, let's say. Mostly it could happen in cases of women who are earlier part of a different role. They get married. Marriage-related migration is a real thing, right?
Correct.
So they may have now got enrolled in their husband's place as well. So in such cases, where should they be retained and where should they be deleted? There is a well laid out process for that. And one entry should be deleted after due diligence, after hearing out the voter also. Now here, a couple of problematic patterns that we noticed is number one, which is which should not have been there in the system, is the presence of people with same epic IDs in the deletion lists. Okay. Now epic IDs are unique identifier. Earlier, ECI had acknowledged that there are possibilities for duplicates because a uniform pattern for assigning epic IDs was not present earlier. So a different state would have had a different format for the epic ID, and Tamil Nadu could have followed a different pattern. So therefore, there could be matches. But if I remember correctly, in 2024 or so, when this issue of duplicate epic IDs cropped up in somewhat more prominent manner, we read some of the articles based on ECI's information that it categorically said that we have addressed the issue of duplicate epic IDs in our system.
Okay.
Meaning that it's not a possibility anymore. There is a 10-digit alphanumeric ID, if I'm not wrong, that is used and that is unique. Then how come these entries were there in the deletion list? Same epic IDs appearing twice. That's question one. Because your system would have identified it long back and deleted one entry, right? And now there are two entries. Say I am Vasanth. I have two different epic IDs within the same booth, or could be from other booths. Now, what we found in the deleted list is that both entries have been deleted, and we searched for about 75 such duplicate entries that we found. We searched for every single of them in the draft roll. If they are present somewhere in Tamil Nadu, nowhere they are present.
Okay.
So it is highly likely that these 75 people who perhaps had duplicate epic IDs got removed completely from the system. Whereas ideally, one entry should have been deleted. Right?
Exactly. And even it was not their mistake to get two entries.
It was not their mistake, right? So it is possible, it's hypothetical that I think in the 75, 44 or 45 were women, if I'm not wrong. So a woman was part of, say, Viluppuram or Vellore, and they got married and they came to Chennai. They may have genuinely given Form 8, which is the application to shift your voter ID from here to there. Something went wrong in the system. She got enrolled in this Chennai constituency, but her entry was somehow not removed from the earlier role, which is perhaps not her fault at all. She did the right thing. Now it looks like, at least it looks like, that she has been deleted from both the places.
So does it mean that ECI has not updated the software, or is it a perennial issue with the ECI software?
They may have updated. Otherwise, probably the problem of duplicate epic IDs were much more bigger earlier, I'm told. Now it has come down. But with these patterns, what we can say is it is definitely not efficient. Like we are talking about digital India and everything, right? Like the software is one of our key strengths, and we are exporting software to multiple other countries. So for such a critical system, one would expect that the system is very efficient and when ECI had particularly said a couple of years back that they have very clearly addressed the duplicate epic IDs issue, and it is not a problem anymore. And then we are seeing these entries.
And the software should delete at least one duplicate
ID,
right?
Correct.
In this case, they entirely deleted the entire thing.
Correct. So, and here if I can elaborate a little more, it looks like the duplicates were not flagged by the BLOs or EROs. It's flagged by the system and sent to these people. And they may have also accepted it, or we don't know how exactly it happened. So one BLO here also did the same thing. The other BLO in a different constituency where the person existed also did the same thing. It's a possibility that both got deleted now. Okay. So these are some things that they should have checked. Then just to take one more minute, there is this demographically similar entries. Right? Where we did an exact match. We did not go for any variations in spellings at all, to be conservative in our approach. And we also matched the exact age, exact name, and with same name, same relatives name, same relationship type, same gender, same age. We found more than 1 lakh entries or so with duplicates that have been deleted. Now, it is impossible for us to check if they exist anywhere in the system. But from the patterns we saw, even in case of DSCs, it's a possibility that many people would have got deleted entirely from the system. Okay. We found strange cases where these are the instances which clearly exposed the inefficiencies of the system. We found one place where the same entry, same person, say if Vasanth, existed on the electoral roll of a particular booth thrice in consecutive order. Serial number 4 is Pon Vasanth, serial number 5 is Pon Vasanth, serial number 6 is Pon Vasanth. Name is exactly same. Door number is exactly same. How this got into it in the first place, that is...
It's a problematic.
It's a problematic.
Yeah.
And now what has happened is, all 3 entries have been deleted. And even more stranger thing is, the deletion reason for one entry is shifted, the other reason is deceased, and the third one is absent or something.
Okay.
How...
It's really strange.
It's really strange.
Okay.
So it means that one would imagine the ECI to strengthen its systems first and then roll out such massive exercise instead of going the other way around. Just to add, because this is a very clear thing that it says in the manual also. During every annual revision, this removal of DSCs has to be given particular focus. Okay. And in the last year, ECA in its instructions clearly say we are targeting 100% identification and removal of DSCs. Clearly that has not happened.
Correct.
Sure, you are trying to address a problem that accumulated over a period of years due to inefficiencies in the system and the software at one go within 1 month or 2 months.
Let me remind you that this discussion is based on a series of stories published by the New Indian Express reporters in Tamil Nadu from January 18 to 24 that took a data-driven deep dive into the deletion of 97.4 lakh voters in the state. The link to all the stories are given in the description.